Okay, we're going to work with Chewy here today, and you'll notice I got his back cinch hanging there, and almost all of the colts I work with in the first 30, 60 days, I let that back cinch kind of hang. And what I look for here when I start my groundwork is, am I getting a soft turn back on him like that without having to bump him in the face or anything? And am I getting a quiet hip disengagement from him? He can be a little goosey, a little jumpy. He can grab his tail and hump his back up a little. So today, took a cinch up there. See if he'll lope for me here. Good boy. And then, and then a kiss for a lope. When we went to riding him, when I pick up the right rein, he kind of put his head in the air and he kind of shot off to the left. So today we're going to work on some drills to get him to move off our legs. So his rein work's about to begin for him. Put a little bend in his neck there. Kind of wait for him here. Make sure I got a foot in the... And this horse here, when he looks out his right eye, see how he gets worried there? So we're going to work on that today with old Chewy. We're going to get him switching sides. When he takes off on me, I'll just bend him on down and put my foot back, kind of push his hip off for him. Then when he looks out that right eye, see how worried he gets? See how he wants to crab walk to the left here? Well, what we're going to work on here is getting our horse listening. And kind of get him settled. There we go. There you go. So what we're going to do is get old Chewy here to start listening to our legs. And when I guide him to the right, he's not supposed to run off to the left. And you can kind of see what's happening there. There. So we're going to start to get him listening to left leg more. So when I set my hand down on my thigh here, or my hip, I'm going to kind of push him to the right. There. And when he crab walked to the right just a little bit, I let him out. And I'll slow him down here a little. But I'm just going to put a little bend in his neck. And then I'm going to put a little left leg on. See how he's crab walking to the right there? And when he did that quietly for me, I let him out. So I'll just set my hand down here. And then left leg, left leg. See how he's crab walking there? I'll let him out here now. And just slow him down a little. Good boy. I'll just set my hand here and then left leg. And see how his head's high? Well, I'm going to kind of stay in here with him until that face there. When that face came down, I let out on him. So I want him to get soft to the rein. If he takes off, I'll just kind of bend him down. So I'll set that left hand to my hip, and then, ooh, I kind of like what he's trying to do right there. And then hand to the hip, and there, right there. See how when his head comes down, I let him out. So now, when I suggest to him, hey, let's go to the right, and he says, no, I want to, there, he kind of followed his nose that time. There, and see how he's going to go left? I say, oh, you want to go left? Well, here, let's do this then. So, there. I just kind of convince him that it's probably not a good idea to fight the, well, let's go to the right. There you go. There you go. Let's go to the right some more. Good boy. And there. Good. I'll let him out there. Kind of squeeze him with two. Let's test him again here. Hand on the hip. Push him to the right. Good. Let him come around. Ask him to go to the right. There. And I want him to follow his nose. Good boy. Just follow your nose. And if he starts to crab walk or fight me, see how he's wanting, there. He kind of thought about going to the left. I just added some left leg to him. Good, good. So now I'm gonna start saying, hey, when my hand goes to the hip and there you go. And my hand goes to the hip and the right leg goes to your ribs. There, you just 2-track out of there and see how he's wanting to go left. Well, I'll just pick him up to the, so you want to go left? Well, how do you like going left this way? And he says, I don't like it so much. And I say, well, then let's just go over here and do something normal. So what do you say you come up here to the right? See how he wants to go left? I say, okay, well, let's go left. And then how do you like that left leg coming against you? And he says, I don't really like it that much. And I say, well, then don't fight my hands when I ask you to go right. Let's go to the right. Good boy. Now he's following his nose there around pretty good. Good boy. Head came down a little bit. And I'm not just holding him here to the right. See how loose my rein is? I have set his head in the direction I want him to travel and then left him alone. When he started to go out, I just added some left leg. Let's go to the left. Good boy. I'm not pulling on him here. I'm just kind of looking down here where I want him to go, see? Now let's go to the right. There. And then right here, I'll give him a little break. Oop. I'll just kind of let him think about what he did there that was pretty good. Pretty good stuff for the old Chewy. Yesterday was pretty exciting because the wind was blowing hard. It was raining hard. We were indoors and he was kind of in full panic mode. There, now he's following his nose to the right. I'm looking right down in here where I want him to travel. Good. And woo. Good. Good. Right rein comes up, right foot goes back, see? And my right foot was 3 inches away from him there. Good. I want him to feel that my foot has gone to position. And the right rein comes up and the right foot goes back. There you go. Good boy. Ooh. And right there, I'll just let old Chewy kind of think about what he did that was good. He quit fighting me. He was thinking. I'll let him think. I'll love on him. And I'll just kind of ride him forward here. Good boy. Good boy. I just want to remind him when he feels left rein come up, left foot go back, the hip should go away. Hip should go away like that. Good boy. And remember, this is kind of a frosty kind of a colt, so he's pretty goosey. Right rein comes up, right foot goes back. Very good. Ooh. Always give them an opportunity to sit here and kind of think about what they did right. Good. So I'll ride him forward. Guide him with my right hand. Direct rein. Indirect rein. Foot goes back. Hip goes away. I never touched him with a foot. I just put my foot to position. Okay. Now that we think we have a little bit of hip control going on our horse, watch this. Same hand cue. I'm going to try to get his shoulders to crack loose. Watch this. So I'll ride him in a circle. To the left, direct rein, indirect rein, left rein comes up, left foot goes forward, and I'll just kind of bump him in the armpit till he steps across like that, and then I'll let him come back to the circle. So I'll set him in an arc shape. He's never going to lose the shape of his arc. The left rein up and left foot forward, and I look over here to the right. It's got to be forward motion, front end going sideways, and I'll let him come back to his circle. So the circle becomes the place of reward. And left rein up and left foot forward, and he's thinking about it already, and I'm looking over here to the right, and I'm not touching him with my spur. I'm kind of waving my foot into his armpit, bumping him if he seizes up or if he quits. Right rein up and right foot forward. I look over here to the left. I bump him in the armpit with my calf until he steps across, then I bring him back. So when they're first learning, Right rein up and right foot forward and step yourself across a little bit. When they're first learning, they only have to give me a couple of strides like that, and I'm okay with it. Left rein up and left foot forward. Oh, look what he's doing up front now. And just because I'm kind of looking over there, my left foot kind of went forward. Okay, and right rein up and right foot forward. I'll look over here to the left. See how his front end's stepping across now? Good. Good. So I always like to try to make sure I've got control of the four corners of my horse. Good. And that I can send the hips, send the shoulders, send the hips, and then send the shoulders. Anytime I wish to. Good. And tell him how smart he is. Okay. Whenever I get off a colt, I always kind of rock myself in the saddle a little bit and then step up, let him know I'm coming. I just tell him how proud I am.